This is PapaZilla, and this is episode 4 of Let's Play All the Mod 7. From this episode, I called it Preparation, because from episode 5, Rexzilla will be joining us on server. So a lot of stuff I'm doing here. You see I got that windmill up there. Obviously you have to get the power from the windmill to whatever you're going to... Typically you run it through a battery, and then from the battery to other things. This orange cable will transfer the power from the energy into this battery. So let's go ahead and place it down here. Move something out of the way. It's so funny when you go live, it's much quicker. Here it's like, what am I forgetting about? Okay, so the battery down here, as you can see, it is not charging yet. The key here, first of all, you want to make sure that it is doing the right signal up there, and it should be taking power from the top. The problem is that from the top, the power has not yet started coming out. So in order to do that, I'm going to need a wrench. As you can see, I have a check mark next to the wrench, so I've already made it. The issue is finding the wrench and then getting it up there to do it. So there's the wrench. And we have to go up to the top and turn it on. We can try to do it from here, but don't think I'm going to be able to reach it. So we head back out, and use this one is away from the original room. This room right here, of course, is ultimately, and you'll see later in this chapter and later in this episode, is below the future university. So you go up here, you go there, and you click on that. Boom, now it has connected. It now should be pulling power down below. I'm going to try to just clean this up a bit, make it less. Whoop. Take that back down. Go in there. Get that one in there. Perfect. Do I have dirt? Okay, let's just finish cleaning it up while I'm here. Not the sexiest thing, but at least gives us, you can see all of this stuff that I put in. This was, of course, a little hilly, most of it depressed. So this area here, I mostly just let it be under the level of where I am. And of course, this will be the center one, so it won't really have anything. So you can now see it is gaining energy from the windmill. I have the tool for settings. I want to go looking at a couple of other things. So here we have that. A lot of the obsidian is used in this chapter. We have some, so now we have the heat generator, which is really various items. I don't know if I'm going to be doing that one at this point. Might just go down here. So here, leading up to charcoal, we need to make one item, the pulverizer. The pulverizer is a metal frame, just a few items, mostly iron, a tin, sprocket. But you can see we take, this is one of the items, so 2 copper gears on that pulverizer, 2 copper gears, that center thing in the middle. Let's go ahead and make that. Copper, that one, the box, 2 flint, and the tin gear up top. So, wait, how did I mess that up? Okay, there we go, not the tin gear. Tin gear was in the other one. Okay, so now we have the pulverizer. Leaving it up to chance. Sorry, I couldn't read that before. The pulverizer, what it does is it basically will produce 1.3 units. So for roughly every 3, you have a 33% chance of anything processing to process 2 units. Additionally, you have a chance to get a spin-off product. For example, if you are doing copper, you get a very small chance of getting a gold unit as well. So the pulverizer, of course, does this all with energy from the windmill, so basically free power. I'm trying to make this set up so that I can
take items, put it in here, and then kick them out into a furnace that would then smelt them out to the correct ore. It's a little processing that you do here at the beginning stages, just to sort of get everything into that bar format that you want to see it in. Okay, I think everything is set for that. And okay. Looks right. Okay. That one's going to take the power in. Okay. Make sure that the battery is giving power out, so that's fine as well. Okay. And there we go. That should now put power out into the pulverizer. Let's check the pulverizer. It's now raising its power, pulling from the battery, which is pulling from the windmill. Back to that a little later. Right now, we had an issue with the courier, so you want to make sure that, first of all, you go to your courier. This is one of the things that is a little tricky. You got to make sure that you have a courier assigned. Once you have a courier assigned, that is not the only thing. You need to then go over to the warehouse you want that courier to be based out of. Go in there, go to couriers, manage workers, and then you can hire that same courier. So each warehouse can have multiple couriers. In this case, I'm only going to have one warehouse, but at some point in time, I probably will have a second or even a third courier. Now, when I place items in here from the want list, or they have excess items, they'll be brought back to there. Okay, also continuing building. This is one of the, really setting it up for the last few buildings around the edge. This one is a lumberjack. I hadn't built a young lumberjack yet, so while the bonsai trees will provide the vast majority of what I need for wood, to really get the full effect of the mine colonies, you're going to need this as well. So here we go. Let's place him here and put him in queue. Just build, but you don't have to assign a builder, just put build building. And then when the next worker becomes open, he will do that. The next one that I want to build is right above where my items are stored, the university. So this is where you will do your research that improves both your military might, your the hit points of your citizen, technology, unlocks other buildings. So all of that is done through research that typically on the first level takes an hour, or excuse me, a half hour game times, then an hour, 2 hours, a couple hours at the end. So as you level this up, you open up more research as well as certain things. Each research will usually have to have some prerequisites. Once those prerequisites are hit, then you can build the research. As long as you have specific items. Some of the first ones we'll use, for example, blocks of silver or hay bales, stuff like that. So I'm just going to click on this. I don't really care what order, which builder, so I'm going to just put that in the general queue for building, and it'll get done as it is set. See, my windmill's still going. As you can see, I've built out a lot of the area outside. Right now, I am going in and doing one of the next areas, and this is one of the items for it. Now, this is for First Things First is the name of the quest. I'm going to put it out here. I've already built the first one of them, but these are for use for the,
Okay, so then we can go on and you can do an energy acceptor, which absorbs the inscriber and charger will natively accept MEME, but the vast majority networks use the dedicated power system called AE. AEFE can be converted, RF and FE can be converted into A at a ratio of 2 to 1, AF to AE, either directly through the ME controller or through the energy acceptor, which can instead be connected to any part of the network. Okay, so that needs glass. It needs a 4 of these, which is glass and surface dust. So can make that one too, and then maybe find some energy for it in the future. Okay, get that dust. Put the glass around there. Get the dust around there, and done. And then go back at what else did I need? I then needed iron and 1 copper. So we could have just saved it and then done it that way. Okay. Okay, let's do it now. There we go, and boom, got it made. Let's go and put it up over by the other stuff. So this basically will convert power over. We get, for that, we get a random, and we get that. Okay. I don't know which one to put it on top of, so I'm just going to put it right there for now. And we'll figure it out later. Okay. Next, I am upgrading some of my iron chests into gold chests, which of course is, I did 2 of those. So now I have 2 gold chests. This completes some of my quests. I now get another upgrade from the gold, and then I also have, so to iron and then to gold, and I can even go up to platinum if I want. Platinum is also not, what had happened here is they started to build the university, and of course I still have everything in here. So while they are building away, I am now rushing, and I've sped this one up multiple times, to transfer everything. So it's just a little silly thing that I thought I would add in here. But basically, mass quickly trying to move everything from one area to another while the guy is building in the bottom layer of that. So trying to just sort them out, get them in, put them in, lay the new ones I have down, and yeah, and make sure that hopefully nothing gets left behind. So take that, take those, put them in here as well. Drops in, just dump it all in, and go again. Everything is in. Pick up the other stuff that got dropped on the floor, dragging it around with my magnet, and you can see the anvil down there. It almost, I don't want it to get left behind, so let me go ahead and grab that. Grab these. Luckily with the chests, I know some versions of them didn't, but now they all hold their items even when they are in form, so I just put them down there. Need to get that before it is sucked in. Getting darker and darker in here. Now the colonists have gone to bed, so I do have a little bit of time now between now part of it. Okay, that gave us the traveler advancement. Okay, got the traveler armor. The reason I just put it, travel armor is sort of a hybrid. You use copper in it as well as leather, a little stronger than just plain leather. So quite good armor for using with your soldiers. Pretty cheap to make. In the old versions of mine colonies, they used to have copper armor. Now they don't have that, but they do have the traveler armor. So outside the forester, I'm going to put a tree form park so that basically he can have trees to cut down and regrow, which is something that every forester should have, since that's pretty much been worked on. Want to make sure that we get this in as well. So go over a couple more. Down, we're going to put it flush with the building, and that works up there. It's got a little Enderman action going on over here. As long as I don't see him, I'm fine. Oh, there he is, but I'm looking down. Okay, so they're going to build this here. Once again, I don't really care which builder does it, just as it comes up. We now have that set. Okay, now this particular item I'm going to make right now is a copper hammer. Copper hammer is great because you take ore and you double it. So taking iron, you get 2 iron for every 1 you smash into dust with the hammer. So that's pretty much your early game ore doubling. As you notice, the pulverizer only gives you 1.3 or 1 and 4 for every 3, whereas this gives you 2 for 1 right off the bat. So if you have a metal that you don't want to do as much work on, you can use copper hammers. And if you've seen my copper, I have thousands of copper. So the copper is a very inexpensive hammer to make, and then smash up those ore into 2 dusts per, and then melt the ore or smelt the ore into ingots. So what I want to do here is put a chest over on here, chest over here, and a chest over here. So I'm going to make this into a little processor. So I'm going to put my dust on one side, make sure go in and have it read that side as an input, and then the other side as an output, and then up top I want my fuel to come in from up top. So now I've got basically automatic smelting right here. Turn those both on, and it will feed the dust every time one is met. You can see it jump from 10 all the way to 64. It pulled all those ones in. And by putting coal up top, that would do the same thing for that side of it. Here, what am I making this one? Let me get this right. So I'm making a linking tool. So this is one of the 2 items you're going to need for your drawers, your drawer chests, to basically link them to a controller, and then you'll be able to input from the controller. Double click on the controller, double right click, and anything in your inventory that has drawer space will automatically go to that drawer space. But that's the first one. The next one, which I need a little much, is the storage controller. I need redstone, which I might be able to do that, but I need a block of quartz, which it'll take me a little more, so I can't quite do that one yet today. And then you need some drawers and just some stone as well. The stone's easy. That means, that is how linking tool is the first piece of that. Okay, a couple more quick segments, and then we will be done for today. Well, a little bit more. Okay, so I went back towards the starting area. If you remember at the very beginning, there was this nature temple. So I wanted to go back in here and explore it. I'll give you a clue. I actually screwed up, so you'll see in a second. So I came in here, thought, okay, let's just flowering azalea. Let's grab that. And then in the center of this, wanted to just look down below and was standing too hard. And of course here, there's lots of creepers. So yeah, I got blown up. Spent quite a bit of time trying to think, what should I do? How should I get back here? Because before I had done this, I had taken my waypoint over. So the idea was, okay, how do I get back to those 20,000, 22,000 blocks between here and that temple right by the starting area? Ultimately, what I did was I destroyed my bed that I had set my spawn to, and then died. So I came back at the spawn in, which of course was close to this. So here I am back looking at this again, trying to figure out, okay, how many minutes later, and you'll notice I have 4 keys. I have died 3 times trying to get back here, trying to do random teleports before I thought of the simple solution, which was actually, hey, why don't I just get rid of my spawn point and come in at the spawn in, which is very, very close to here. So once again, here is the inside of the temple. Down there is, of course, the blast zone. There is an easier, if you remember also at the very beginning, I believe I showed it, I made another way. I sort of dug down to that chamber. So we go in here. This is what we had previously dug over here. We go down, and from here we can see down there. So, of course, I haven't made any tools yet, so I've got it. And still see there's creepers down there. So the explosions did not destroy all of the spawners. Probably got 1, maybe 2 of them, but there's at least 1 or 2 more down there. And it doesn't have enough light yet to keep things running. So now I'm just trying to make my way down there, trying to get my corpse, all the items off of it, trying to see how I can do this. So let's swing around, and there we go. Nope, can't reach it from up here. Too far away still. And don't want to just jump down because I did see creepers earlier. So let's try to, okay, there we go. That's on the same level as this. Yep, there's still creepers down there. Yep, multiple creepers still down there. Trying to just get more. Okay. Need more dirt. So let's go over here and just grab some more dirt. Okay, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be enough. Okay, so I'm going down here. See if I can go this way with it. Okay. So now if I take this one off, I can jump down there. He is too close. Okay. No, 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 no. Okay. So that was at least 4 deaths going through to try and fix this. So I came back. This time I made a set of tools. I made a pickaxe this time. I'm going to try a little different approach going down to get my gear. First of all, I've now protected those areas so no more blowing up. I'm not sure how much damage was done to the chests here. There could be no chest left. They could have all 4 of them still. But I still want to get down there. Still need to get my corpses and clean this place up. Hopefully put enough light in so that if anybody else is here, they can loot the chest later. By the way, if you are interested in joining the server, all you have to do is leave me a message here with your username that you would like to join with. I will then reply with how you can join the server. Okay, okay. So because I protected this area, even though he blew up, it was not a lot of damage. And now I can come down here and, yeah, go through all this stuff. Okay. Put that in. So once again, if you want to join the server, put your name, your username for Minecraft Java in the, so I can whitelist you. And then I'll also put the IP address. I'm stuck in here. I can't get out. I got to take this one off to do that. Of course, I didn't build an axe. It's a little difficult. Okay. Okay, another one blowing. Took a little damage, but I got mostly out of the way of that blast. And I don't actually see any more creepers, so maybe the spawners have blown up.
enough that we won't have any more. Go to here. Great, got that, and let's put that up. So, okay, now we have a little walkway. Take this one out. Perfect. Take that fuzzy green. Okay. And let's go over here. Okay, getting closer. And clear a bunch of this stuff out. This moss, and I need it for something else, not sure. Used to be used for things like regen or mending type of items. I'm not sure if they are anymore. But let me make a quick axe. Don't really need a big one, just quick wooden one. And there we have the first chest. Okay, so you got emeralds, got a horse saddle, compressed iron, rotten flesh, iron horse armor. No, I don't really need that. But there we go. The second chest, more emeralds, a backpack I see in there, which is an awesome thing to get. What type of backpack? An iron backpack, so not even a basic one, a second tier one. You got more of the compressed iron chest plate, which is mostly what I'm wearing, compressed iron at this time, because it's free. And all of that in here. And yeah, so that is the second chest. And doing this and just putting everything in the backpack. And then I'll just grab the next chest, the third chest, once I get through this. I now went down to the bottom, lighting it all up. Nothing has spawned for a while. So once again, more emeralds, more compressed iron, compressed steel maybe as well, the ingots, and the fourth chest. To get emeralds, one magic book, a little bit of other stuff as well. There we go. And okay, now as I mentioned, this is probably one of the last episodes that are going to be just pure narration over what's going on, because from tomorrow or next chapter, Rexzilla will be joining the server. So what I've done is I've gone into the spawn-in area because, as I said, I've invited other people to join. If you want to join, I said drop in your username in the comments. Said please add me or please whitelist me or something like that. I'll reply with the server address and I will whitelist you onto the server. Once you're on the server, you can either drop me a message or you can do another message if you have any friends that also want to come and play with it. But here we go, the general welcome message you'll see if you do join. Got PapaZilla, Rexzilla welcoming you to the server. Second one I'm going to put down right over here. You know, obviously, since I cleared that out, you're going to want anybody who joins to realize there is free loot in the Wood Temple, or Earth Temple, whichever one it is, or Temple, Wood Temple, beyond Village. So, just on the other side of the village, you get the idea. Not really a city, it's a village, but... and then, of course, once you get in, I'm going to put a waystone here. I'm also going to protect this area so that nobody can do anything to it. But that way it'll be pretty consistent. There will be a waystone here called Zone In Island or something to that extent. And remember, once you're here, first thing we're going to do, our city or our town is about 30,000 blocks from here, west of here. So if you do want to find us, 30,000 blocks west. It's got to be easier ways too. And then the last one, just want to remind people about teleporting. If you do want to teleport, use to random locations
you use \RTP. Okay, so that's just the words of wisdoms for those logging in. As I said, I also want to put a waystone down here. I'm going to just protect that area that I'm in so that nobody can knock these signs down. It's just going to be there. And so that if anybody joins and I'm on, I can jump back, as well as them having an anchor to the beginning area. They should be able to save this as well. I want to find a waystone. Where's my waystone? Clearing out a little bit of the garbage from there. Okay. There we go. There is a waystone. And there we go. Spawn in island. Okay, so that waystone is set. This is PapaZilla. Thank you for walking through with me on episode 4. Next episode, Rexzilla will be joining us. We'll do some live recording, not everything post recording like this. Everybody take care. Have a great day. It's PapaZilla. Goodbye.